Hi friends, hey, good morning, happy Friday. And this Friday is going to be Forgiveness Friday. Yes, you heard me right, Forgiveness Friday, because I have a very important thing I need to do today, and I need to ask somebody in my life that's very dear to me for forgiveness. And I don't know if a lot of my people who watch my videos are on the older side, so you may have heard this saying called eat crow. Oh, I'm eating crow today. And why do I share my personal life with you somewhat on YouTube? Why is that? Well, because I like to give you the real stuff. Not to get too personal, but I like to show you sides because I am a real person and I have, many flaws. And yesterday I really messed up a lot, and that's why this video is called I Screwed Up. And don't be like me. And I also share this to be as an example, to just learn from me and to, just take, I've said before in past videos, take the good stuff and leave out what doesn't apply to you. So I talked to you, I think it was yesterday, about, your own sin in your life. And friends, we all have something we're battling. And mine was anger. I have a lot of anger in me. Man, oh man. I think you probably saw it a couple days ago when I was talking about my workplace, and it's really bringing out a side of me I didn't like. And I think the reason why it was being pulled out of me is because the Lord is like, no, you're going to deal with this, because it was a family. I don't know if I believe in generational curses. I'm not really sure, but I know from my upbringing, my grandfather, he was so angry all the time and yelled, and I think that I may have picked up on that. And I just want to use that as an example. When we fall or we have something big we've got to deal with, we really have to deal with it. God is, doesn't want us covering up our sin. He wants us to deal with our sin, right? So, so yesterday, man, oh man, I was just so disappointed in myself. So before I keep going on and on and on, I want to say one thing first, is that really listen to your body, okay? If you're really, really exhausted, I should have taken yesterday off of work. I really should have taken a day of just solitude, and I should have taken yesterday off. Listen to your body, number one. If you are overly tired and you just can't do it, don't do it. Just say, I'm sorry, I can't make it today. I need to take a nap or whatever. You don't have to lie. You don't have to say I'm sick and this and that. You just tell them like, hey, I'm too exhausted. I just can't make it today. Friends, I think people will appreciate your honesty, really. So I just want to invite you to just, be honest. Sorry. Be honest and transparent, and tell people like, hey, I'm tired. I can't do that today. And it's okay. We're humans. We're not meant to do everything and be perfect and be all. We're just not meant to. We're not machines. We're not designed that way. So I learned a valuable lesson yesterday. I really should have just stepped back and just taken a day off. So that is my number one advice to you. And number two is, if you are angry like I was, just step back. Just step back and don't react. Please don't. This is like a siren going off right now. Please just don't act in the moment. I did that and I failed miserably. My testimony was just so ruined yesterday because it was my sister, and I love her very much. I don't know if she watches any of my videos. I'm not sure. I don't think she does. But if she ever happens to click on this one, it's a public apology. Like, hey, I'm sorry. I blew it. I blew my testimony yesterday. I was a mess. And I did learn to, number one, first of all, listen to my body, rest because I needed the rest. And number two, to just not react when you're mad, because there's no excuse for that. I read the verse this morning. It's Ephesians, and it's in Ephesians 4, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Just, you can be angry. In fact, it says, be angry, yet not sin. So it's okay. We're humans. We have these feelings. That's okay. What's not okay is when we let it explode onto people and we just treat them and say things any way we want. That's not okay, and that's not what I teach and promote. So really just step back if you're feeling that hot anger for a moment, because that is what the enemy wants. What do I always say in these videos? The enemy divides, but Jesus gathers. So don't let the evil around you to just press in and like it did to me yesterday, because it's not worth it. I say before, life is too short. And if you want to be heard and the person's not listening to you, just step back or write them a letter. Man, oh man, I'm big on this one. Just sit down and gather your thoughts. Hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is why I'm feeling this way. Maybe I was justified as far as how my feelings were, but that was no way. It's not justified that I talked to her that way and acted that way. So I'm going to take my own advice, and I'm going to first apologize to her. And then second, I'm going to write this stuff down. There's just a lot of emotions building up. And I'm going to encourage you to do that too. If you're like me and you're kind of on the quieter side with people and that you feel like you're not heard, write it all down. It doesn't hurt to get it on paper. Even if you don't give them the letter, at least you got it out. And then this is how you're feeling. That way you can address it. And do find someone that you can trust and talk to. That was my fault. I should have reached out to somebody and said, hey, I'm having a rough week. Can we meet for coffee and sit down and talk? Because what I'm finding out with myself in particular, I was always the one listening and taking everything in it. And you just can't all the time. Sometimes you need to talk and you need to get it out. And that's why I think I started this YouTube channel, is because I felt like I wasn't heard. And this was my outlet. And now people can hear me and hear my heart. So yeah, that I just felt this video is necessary to make. Just don't let this world just push you down. Deal with it, but don't do what I did. Don't start yelling at people and being nasty. Don't be like the world. Let that verse resonate with you. Be angry, but do not sin. And deal with your sin every single day. Like I have to deal with mine today. And I just want to be an example, because I know a lot of us, we struggle with different things, and I'm not going to go through them all. You know what those sins are, and you know what your struggle is. Like mine was the anger. So we're going to deal with it today. I'm going to try to get a hold of her and tell her I'm very sorry. And yeah, hey, my heart for everybody on here is to just know Jesus, number one, and number two, to walk boldly with him and just, deal with all that's going on. You don't have to fix everyone's problems, but you do have to be kind and not be like the world. So let's be set apart, friends. Let's shine for Christ and just keep getting up and showing up, because that's what God wants and that's not what the enemy wants. So let's prove to them we have Jesus and he can work all things together for good. And that's in Romans, because I know that all the things that are bad, they're going to be made good in the end. I just know it. So friends, be encouraged on this Forgiveness Friday. If there's someone that you need to ask forgiveness, just do it. Don't let this day pass by. That's my words of encouragement today. So with that said, I do have to sign off. I have to go. And I just hope that you lovely friends have a wonderful day today. And just be encouraged, friends. We got this. And just know that I really love and appreciate each one of you. You mean so much. I love this community. Please comment below if you are struggling with this anger like I am. We can all pray for you. Please pray for me. Man, don't be like me. Just step back, okay? I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful day today. And just remember, God, he really does love you. I'll see you again in the next one. Have a blessed day, friends.